Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Nix. I got my wife, KD Cosplays with me, my boy, Navy Montel, The Conspiracy, Slim Jones, and of course, Static Jones. Hey, baby. How's everybody doing, man?
Just another day in paradise. What's up, man?
Cool. I got Slim Jones coming to us in his 3D form. What's whoa, okay. Hold on now. Wait a minute.
Oh, hey man, listen, I'm dedicated, but I'm running errands and doing some things, and I like the little countdown before the show starts on. It kind of reminds me like a Jericho kind of thing, like okay, like a big debut.
I will get that countdown for the show.
Also, that song is kind of nice, the countdown song.
That is our official theme song. I'm trying to get together a little opening signature to develop. I'm gonna get everybody's photos and put it in an opening signature, but that's gonna be for next episode. Hopefully, we'll get all of us together, and then that'll be a dope thing. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast coming to you live. Wrestling news last week was kind of slow, but it picked back up a little bit this week. Before we get into any meat and potatoes, let's do a quick run through of the reviews of wrestling television this week. This past Monday, we had Monday Night Raw coming from Raleigh. Yeah.
And you weren't there? Ugh.
No,
I know, right?
No, I couldn't make it. It was on in-state campus, and I didn't want to be.
There's a tear in the space-time continuum somewhere. Yo, I need you to get that TARDIS back in your house.
You be affiliated with Wolfpack. That's just something else entirely anyway. But Raw results this week, we had Bayley and Dakota Kai challenge Dakota Kai and Io Sky challenged Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka to a match at Clash at the Castle. They accepted. Seth freaking Rollins defeated Angelo Dawkins in a nice one-on-one match. Kevin Owens destroyed Ezekiel, which pretty much signifies the end of that gimmick. Damian Priest challenged Edge. Yeah, good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ezekiel gimmick is I don't like it at all. It's trash. But
you can tell Triple H did not like that gimmick at all because he just came in and annihilated him.
Of course, that was a Vince McMahon creation. Come on now, that thing was made of steak and misery. That's what that was.
What is with you and steak again? Like
because
that always makes me hungry.
Because every time, if you ever listen to a lot of the decisions that he makes, he won't make it until after he eats a steak, and that is documented. Yeah, a lot of the stupid.
I've heard this. I can confirm. I've heard this before.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll accept that. Damian Priest challenged Edge to a match next week in Raw in Toronto. Meanwhile, Finn Balor of the Judgment Day defeated Rey Mysterio in a one-on-one match. Dakota Kai and Io Sky defeated Dana Brooke and Tamina to advance in the Women's Tag Team Tournament Championship. We then had the United States Championship match. Bobby Lashley retained against Ciampa. I saw that going the other way, but it is what it is. Almost had a squash match against two jabronis who were local. Dolph Ziggler defeated Chad Gable in a dope-ass match. They really did get busy.
That was a nice little technical match, you know?
Yeah, they really got busy. And finally, we had AJ Styles defeat Miz in a no DQ match to wrap up the show. SmackDown, also coming out of Raleigh, we had a championship tournament for the women's tag team match. Raquel Rodriguez, not Gonzalez, but Rodriguez and Aaliyah defeated Shotzi and Xia Li to progress in the tournament. We then had the Usos ambush Drew McIntyre after being distracted by Scarlett. Kofi Kingston then attempted to seek revenge and blindside the Viking Raiders. In the end, he got that work and was squashed on the stage. Then we had two jabronis who were locally show up, and then Hit Row returned to defeat them.
Yeah, I was so happy to see that.
Yeah, that was really dope.
Bam, that was okay. Yeah.
That was a little dope little nugget there. Then we had Ronda Rousey invade the coming up contract signing between Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler, dropping stacks, attempting to break arms, yada, yada, yada. You know how she get down. Drew McIntyre and Madcap Moss as a surprise entrant as his partner defeated the Usos in a non-title match. Then we had the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther defeated Shinsuke Nakamura to retain. And that's how the show wrapped up. NXT or NXT 2.0 opened up with, as Static Jones put it, the female Hulk Hogan, Nikita Lyons, defeated.
He ain't wrong, though.
He ain't wrong.
I forgot I said that.
He ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, dog. I'm just saying, you ain't wrong.
Say your prayers, make pop music.
Right?
I mean, instead of this big hulking blonde dude, we just got a thick blonde white girl, and she just have a leg drop that splits. That's it.
Yeah, with 3 C's. Sorry, baby. Wesley
Really?
defeated Trick Williams in a boxing match. Okay, glad I missed that. Giovanni Vici challenged Carmelo Hayes to the North American title at NXT Heatwave. Ariana Grace defeated Thea Hale. Apollo Crews defeated Roderick Strong in a I'm the oldest nigga on NXT match. Santos Escobar and Tony D'Angelo came to terms on their street fight on a final accord. I guess this their 60th time wrestling. I don't know.
Only 60.
Yeah, just 60. Deadly, Pretty Deadly, the tag team champions, defeated Malik Blade and Idris Anofe. I think he's Nigerian. And last thing we had was Zoe Stark, who I actually like, defeat Cora Jade. So NXT was a weak sauce or slough if you've down the valley.
Can we specify real quick how I like Zoe Stark? Because she looks like a white woman that should have been a black woman.
You know what? I see that.
What?
Yeah, because I look every time I've seen Zoe perform in the ring, and I look at her face, I'm like, you're not all the way white, and you're not all the. You could be. You probably should have been black.
That reminds me of that John Mulaney joke. Like when you were shipping people out of heaven. Like, wait, you marked that one black, right? Like, no, I didn't. This is gonna be an interesting person when they get down there.
A very interesting person.
If you ever get a chance to look at her, because I swear, I mean, granted, she's built like a white woman. There's nothing you can do about that, but. You know, if you look at her face,
she's a bit like a white girl in one place, and that's just one of the places that counts.
But you look like she got soul. She got some serious soul in that rig. She got soul.
Like she know how to do like all the line dances.
Mm-hmm.
And can make a mean potato salad.
She hit the electric slide. You know, she the only one out there, only white person with rhythm.
Electric is one thing, but if she can do like cha cha, Cupid, biker shuffle, like
yo,
Oh,
I want you to do
of
the
that,
Cupid shuffle.
speaking of that, you won't believe who I follow on TikTok, and she was like dancing to all the 90s R&B songs. I'm like, oh shit, she can come to the cookout. Taylor Wilde from Impact. She was dancing to all of the 90s R&B songs. I was like,
Was she dancing like she got soul, or was she dancing?
Oh God, yes.
Okay. Because you already know I'm asking that question.
You would have never guessed, like looking at Taylor Wilde. You see how she performs, and you see how she come across on TV. Then I see on TikTok, I was like, what?
Okay, I'm at sea for myself because some of them be perpetrating, but you know, it's not like I don't believe you, but you know, I've seen people say she can dance, and look over, it's like, man, she looked like a mushroom having a tremor. What the hell is that?
A mushroom having a tremor.
I'm dead serious, man. Taylor Wilde got some soul in her.
Okay, all right. So shout out to all the wrestlers that got soul, even though they wouldn't normally have soul.
Hold up, we just not gonna fast forward past that analogy. A mushroom having a tremor.
I said what I said. I'm not analyzing anything. I said what I said.
I heard you clearly say what you said.
Wait a minute. First of all, you don't speak past that.
I don't explain. We keep it going. Let's keep it moving.
Okay, so AEW Dynamite, Quake by the Lake. Quake by the Lake, not to be confused with a shaking mushroom. We opened up with a coffin match. House of Black's Brody King, not to be confused with House of Slim. House of Brody King versus Darby Allin. Darby Allin finished the match by choking the nigga out. So That's a win for Darby Allin. Then we had a tag team tornado match, the Lucha Bros versus La Fashion Engable. I probably butchered that all together, but whatever.
Thank you for recognizing that. It's like I wouldn't have tried it either.
Yeah, Rush ran
Ingo
Phoenix
Rouge.
Bullhorn.
Can I make one note of this match? And it's been bothering me. Like every time they use the Lucha Bros, they always have every heel that fights them mess with their mask. Why you keep doing that? And the messed up part is this match was really good, but then they had to do the mask fight yet again.
Yeah,
That's Andrade though. He's the one man when it does it though.
No, he's the main suspect. It's the Young Bucks, FTR. Alberto Del Rio started that shit.
Yeah, he used to be a masked luchador, asshole.
Well, he's been Americanized now. He's got a nice white wife, and he has to, do things the way he's supposed to do in his country, and that's take from minorities.
I'm just like that. That spot always irks me because I'm a big fan of Lucha Libre, and I know how important the mask is to a lot of these people. And you just casually ripping it off on national television. That just annoys me.
Okay, well maybe he won't.
It's
Maybe
getting stale, like Moxley bleeding.
Right?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yo, if you ever want to beat John Moxley, challenge him to a first blood match.
Yeah.
It's like take
John
a butter
Moxley,
knife into the ring. You
also,
not beat John Moxley, take a butter knife. Get one of them plastic ones from KFC. You'll win the title quick. Okay, you win.
He bleeds more than Flair. You remember when Flair always bled in every match?
Always the same spot. So his blonde hair he always bled in the same spot.
Yeah.
Like the cuts in his forehead, man. Him and Dusty Rhodes, man. Jesus Christ.
No, look at Devon Dudley's forehead. Jeez.
Rest in peace, my man. Fucking New Jack. God, his forehead looked like meat. Just ground beef. Anyway,
don't make hamburger helper. Can I get a pound of New Jack? Okay, good. All right, appreciate that.
So gross.
The end of the match saw Andrade El Idolo nailing Ray with a hammerlock DDT and then pinned him for the 1-2-3. Then we had the Young Bucks backstage with Dark Order trying to get the Cowboy Adam Page to join them for the Trios tournament, and then Matt was like, "Nah, I can't. Y'all did me dirty. Dark Order didn't. I'm rolling with these guys." Jungle Boy joined commentary for the next match, which was Luchasaurus versus Anthony Henry. And Jungle Boy had enough time. He had enough with Christian Cage. Sprinted, and then the Christian Cage thing continues to grow. The Redeemer then had words for House of Black.
I love him so much.
Yeah, can I say I love Miro? This whole God, why have you forsaken me? You bring me nothing but these Philistines. You try to take me away from my title.
He told her he accepted their pagan offer, but at first he was like, "Don't touch me. Only my wife can touch me."
You cannot touch me. Only my wife can touch me.
It is so funny. It's like
whoa,
he's
bro.
It's like a wrestling Arnold Schwarzenegger when he speaks.
I love this character.
He's like, do it now. Yeah, I am the Redeemer. You will not come after me. I take
I'm
your
waiting for the
pagan
Redeemer to say, "Get to the chopper." That's all I'm waiting on.
House of Black, you have made the big mistake.
You have made the biggest mistake of your life by challenging the Redeemer.
Make your sandwich. Do it now.
Yo, Miro's the man.
Mark Henry tried to interview Powerhouse Hobbs to QT Marshall, and the factory interrupted. Then we had Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt and Santam Singh head to the ring. Yada yada yada. They won a piece of Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood of FTR, and also Wardlow. So that should be a good match coming up soon. My man, Absolute Ricky Starks. Ooh.
Cut it out.
Took on Aaron Solo. Did his thing with Starks picking up the win. Then we had the TBS title match, Jade Cargill with Stokely Carmichael and Kiera Hogan at her side, taking on Madison Rayne. Of course, we all know how that ended.
It was a good match, though.
I was shocked that, I thought Madison Rayne retired.
Well, she's actually a part of the women's development team at AEW now. but she's also
she's a
performing
coach.
very well.
Yeah,
She's a
because
coach.
I remember like after All Out, the first All In,
Mm-hmm.
like she said she was going to retire full, and all of a sudden she's back. I was like, well, okay.
So she did a Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that con money speaks. You know,
And they running out of people for Jade to beat. They're just grabbing people now, like fight her.
If Ember Moon don't beat her, I don't know who can.
Yo, if Athena does not get that title off Jade, I'm going to be hot.
Well, see, that I was thinking about that the other day, and I honestly said this before. While Jade is a fantastic prospect, she is still untested. Putting the title on her this early in her career was not a good idea because she still needs to learn how to tell a story. She's had some cringe moments. I'm sorry. When she speaks sometimes and she opens her mouth, I'm just like, stop. Just don't. Just Goldberg, okay? Don't say anything, baby. You're beautiful. You're talented. You got some skills about you, but you need a mouthpiece and just do your thing. Come in, beat the shit out of someone, hold the title, and walk out.
Hell,
and she has gotten better. Like when she first showed, I was like, "Uh-oh, we got a female version of Lex Luger." But no, she far surpassed that.
Yeah.
Hell, I say let her beat Jade, go heel, and put her with Vicky Guerrero.
They need to let Red Velvet come back and like take a sledgehammer to her knees or something.
Thank you.
She whooped the snot out of Red Velvet for like 6 months.
Then
Red Velvet was like, okay, I'll be a baddie. And then she's gone. Like,
yo,
come back with like a shotgun or something and just take her out.
Yo, have Red Velvet do a Randy Orton with the Wyatt family. Yo, that shit was classic. Shit was classic. I would love to see it because Red Velvet had been busting her ass. Another wrestler who's been starting from the bottom, bust her ass all the way through. And what happened? She ends up becoming an underling to a newbie.
But here's the thing about Red Velvet. Like, as much as I like her, she needs to develop her personality first.
So y'all mean to tell me, let's just be real. Okay. Everybody who deserves a title does not get a title. We know this being the industry. Right. Who looks more like a professional wrestler, a force to reckon with? Red Velvet is the same size of a middle schooler, or you have this specimen of a phenom of a woman, Jade Cargill, who looks more like a marketable person to put on a poster.
No, as the father of a middle schooler, I resent that.
Dono outweighs Velvet by 10 pounds.
No, I was joking about putting the title on her. It's just that Red Velvet beat her.
Red Velvet's the same size as Trish Stratus. What are you talking about?
No.
She's the same height as Trish.
But she weighs way less than Trish. This mother probably weighs
tiny.
about 110, maybe.
Are you sure about that? Because Trish's yoga program, she slimmed down a lot. She's very skinny now.
When she was wrestling, she was more muscular.
I'm not going to speak on Trish Stratus and her overrated self. I'm not going to do it.
Trish is no longer Attitude Era thick anymore.
No.
Like I said, while I'm a fan of Jade Cargill coming up, I think putting the title on her as soon as they did was not the greatest move because they're not telling a story with her. They're just having her come in, be this bully, and then that's it. And then with her mic skills still need work.
So, I mean, she's gonna pad that stat for as long as they'll let her. Mm-hmm. And then when she finally does lose, there needs to be a plan. Like it's not even about the right now. The thing is, what they need to be thinking about and focusing on is that when she does lose that title, what's next?
Yeah,
eventually they're gonna put her and Britt Baker up against each other just to see who the baddest in the roster is.
But same thing happened with Britt. Once they took her title, what happened to her for a little while? I mean, she's slowly coming back, but like Britt was gone for a second. Like, they didn't know what to do with her after she lost.
She went to.
That was on her because she was just recovering from that cage match.
Right.
Britt was sad. We saw her at Galaxy Con. What was it? The week after she lost. She was sad.
The fucking day after she lost.
Yeah, it was the day after. She was at Richmond, Galaxy Con Richmond, and Britt was like, she was only there because she had to be. She wasn't smiling. She wasn't trying to hear us. She was like,
she
whatever,
snapped
man.
our picture.
I saw her face at that con. I said, "Oh, bless her heart."
And I hate to say it, as much as I like Thunder Rosa, like I think they need to get the title back on Britt for a little while.
Yeah, Britt was a better.
The women's division is a little more interesting when she is champion. I will say that. So in Quake of the Lake, we had the main event, which was the interim world title match to Blackpool Combat Club's Jon Moxley versus the Lionheart, Chris Jericho. Of course, we saw Mox retain in that, and how the night ended was the returning CM Punk. This is getting us ready for, obviously, All Out, which we will see Mox and CM Punk go at it. Rampage was Quake by the Lake Night 2. We saw an opening promo from Bryan Danielson, be interrupted by Daniel Garcia. They have an amazing match next week. We had the AAA World Mixed Championship match with Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello now taking on Dante Martin and Sky Blue. Basically, it was a match between a guy of minority and his thick girlfriend.
Thick white girl.
And the champion
said a guy of minority and his white girlfriend. That is funny.
That's kind of how that went, basically.
But that's funny though.
Only thing I don't understand about them making this like a title run. Who else is another mixed couple besides Sky and Dante?
Yo,
like, they're just gonna fight each other.
They got those titles from AAA because they always perform AAA all the time, and they defend those titles. It's just now they're acknowledging that they're current champions in AAA now.
But it was a title match, right? Dante and Sky. But that's what I was saying. Like, why make it a title run if there's not?
There aren't any mixed
Lana's gonna come and fight with the Redeemer, which I would love because Lana's hilarious.
Well, the reason.
Hey, Lou.
Hi.
Lou's
here. Holy shit! Have the Avengers assembled?
Or have the Avenged assembled?
The Avenged, yeah.
The Avengers have assembled. What's going on, Lou? How you doing, Mama?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Congrats on them getting them licenses and
shit. Thank you.
Effing champion. Let's go.
Yes. Finally, I get to make money.
So y'all know what's next, like. Guys, is it okay if I give you guys a call to sit down with you and talk to you about
presentation
with you guys about your life insurance and your policy?
Oh, no. I'm selling Medicare.
Oh, okay.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. I got that covered.
Y'all too young.
If she calls us talking about, hey, can I sit down with you and tell you about the Lord?
Well, we're not. We're not all too young. I mean,
Oh.
Hey, come on.
Damn, that's
gonna do like that.
Wow.
We're not all too young.
I'm only gonna say this once: may the cream in your coffee turn into cottage cheese, sir.
As I'm getting ready to sip my coffee, you ass.
May the lumps be forever a memory in your cup.
Oh,
it look like marshmallows.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's too late now. I got nothing to have for Wednesday. Let's go.
All right. So, Quake by the Lake Part 2. We had the Trust Busters. Am I the only one who hates his fucking name?
Trust
Busters?
No, you're not. I hate that name.
Oh my God.
It looked like a go. It sounds like a Ghostbusters ripoff.
Yeah,
it sounds like they couldn't come up with any other ideas. They just just wrote it down and said, "Take two words, put them together."
Trust like those name generators they used to have on Facebook.
The Trust Busters Parker Boudreaux,
baby Brock.
Yeah, Baby Brock had a 90-second squash match with the returning to television Sonny Kiss.
I don't like what they did with
90 seconds. That's kind of how that happened.
I don't like what they did with him. My gosh.
The Gun Club then had a match with Beardhausen, which is a hybrid of Danhausen and Eric Redbeard. The Gun Club picked up the win for that one. Then we had Lexi Nair interview Swerve in Our Glory, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. They seem to be having a title match coming up soon with Private Party. Tony Schiavone then interviewed the FTW champion in a very weird segment with Hook, now being challenged by Zach Clayton, who I didn't even know who the hell he was, but apparently now they're going to have a match. And then we had the main event, which was Orange Cassidy versus Avi Davari of the Trust Busters. And the way that match was a nice match, pacing back and forth. We had my man Orange pick up the win on that. Then there was a fallout at the end to where the Trust Busters were going to jump Orange. Sonny Kiss came out to stop it, but then Sonny Kiss heel turned and then joined the Trust Busters, which now they're going to be known as the Thrust Busters.
Stop it.
Stop it. Right.
Oh,
Don't do that.
That would be I mean, now that he's with them, wouldn't that be better? I mean,
I'm officially revoking that thesaurus. Okay,
it is a better name.
That thesaurus dictionary, all part of the lexicon, is being revoked from those dumbasses. What the actual hell?
Well, at least they doing something with Sonny.
Yeah, but doggone it, Sonny has been there from the beginning. Why are we just now putting him into
Listen,
Navy, you're killing me with the
honestly
entitlement,
believe that
Navy.
Sonny should have been a baddie.
I agree with that.
I can accept that.
I swear, because do we refer to him as she?
They.
He actually goes by he, she, or they.
Okay, all right.
He doesn't care.
All right, so every time I see him, he's with the baddies making TikTok videos. So it would have made sense.
Exactly. And I mean, his whole thing is being cute and being a bad bitch and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
and being athletic.
The ring attire he had on was so cute with the lace tights. Did you see it? It was really cute. Like if I was a wrestler, I would want it. It was
exactly.
It was I loved it.
I just want to wear that.
I know, right? Just wear it out. It was really cute.
Come on, Lulu, like cosplay Sonny.
Actually, so
here we go.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
The pot is simmering, ladies and gentlemen. The pot is simmering.
I feel bad for all listeners. Y'all might get me exclusive shit just
also,
yet.
you will see the return. You will see the return of El Pikachu at Dragon Con.
Ooh,
oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
Okay.
Yeah, I had like the Pikachu mask that I used to wear. I've been wearing since 2010. It kind of messed up, so I had to like get another one made for me.
Well, that's cool.
About
Damn,
free
I
time.
got a Dragon Con.
Huh?
I wasn't planning on going to Dragon Con. I might go now.
Please do, because I'll be there.
And I'll also be cosplaying Orange Cassidy.
I saw your cosplay Orange Cassidy.
I should be Jay. I gotta work out then.
Oh my gosh. You could be a if you want.
You'll be all right because I don't have the same body as Orange. In fact, I'm way more built than Orange, but I'm still doing
a little guy.
But you can't be Jay if you're not cut. I'm gonna
show up any kind
I'm gonna use some makeup, put some makeup on it.
You gotta wear heels like this big because
I can do that.
So I'm gonna make some abs. I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna make some abs. Let's go.
You got the white wig.
You know I can find a wig. Come on, we can find a wig.
However, though, I'm not letting nobody forget Static. We got you, bro. Because come BlurredCon next year, we got we got to do that shit. That's gonna be fire. I cannot wait for that next year.
Wait, what are we doing?
Just
y'all two or all of us?
All of us.
Oh, wait. Well, I don't know about this.
Oh, you've been studying.
Go to the old chat. Go to the old chat.
Oh yeah, that's the old chat.
Okay.
So yeah. So like next year, Static wants everybody to do Bullet Club.
Like we don't even have to do actual. We don't even have to do actual members. Like we could just like I got the AJ Styles Bullet Club gear, but
I'm glad you said that.
Y'all could do your own versions.
I am forbidding Lou and Keenan from being the Young Bucks.
No, because we could we should so do that. Be the Young Bucks.
Oh my God, Keenan,
we gotta do that.
Annoying.
Oh my God,
I can see us doing that.
Forget him.
Yeah,
I'm about to message you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're doing that.
Okay. All right.
So the Young Bucks are ready.
Damn.
I was gonna be Jay White, but the Young Bucks is so
And-
much
and
better.
the-
I
and
said
the
that at first, and that's so funny because that's what I said at first. And I was like, no, me and Luke can be the Bucks. That'll be
Oh my
so
god,
cool.
we need it. We need it.
Yeah, we also
do you
got-
have?
Oh, can I
You
be
keep
your
doing about the
Brandon?
Bucks.
Can I be your Brandon Cutler?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'll be your Brandon Cutler,
Well, we got AJ Styles, we got
get
the
the
Young
Red
Bucks,
Face
we got
mask.
Kenny.
and I'll get
Yo,
the cans
yo,
of,
yo,
cooling
yo,
spray, and then I'll be all right.
I love
Yo,
it.
Oh my god.
Can we do God though? Can we do God Slim? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dude.
That's why y'all listen to our podcast, because he come up with the most outlandish ideas at work.
That's what's
They were.
up. That's what's up. Yo, Junie from damn, Jeff, I forget your fucking pod, man. I'm so sorry.
Blurred
dude.
Spot.
The Blurred Spot.
Blurred Spot podcast.
He said let him be Jay
Hi,
White.
Junie.
He does have the IWGP title, so he wants to be Jay White. Hey, listen to Blurred Con and be
Let's
cosplay it
go.
up, bro.
And I know we got a Kenny Omega. We got Big Man trying to be Kenny now.
Yeah, Donald's already claimed that. Donald has already. If anyone is McKinney, it's gonna be Dono.
Yeah.
All right. So in the news of wrestling, or in wrestling news, I should say, people power. Mr. John Laurinaitis was fired.
Good. Now he can go to Wawa all on his own. Now he don't need.
Can I add something to that? Nah. Hey, goodbye.
I will sing that when Kevin Dunn's bucktooth behind is out. Then I will dance. Okay.
So the former wrestler had multiple roles with the company, including head of talent relations, and he was terminated per last week. The split with Laurinaitis has been handled quietly behind the scenes, the outlet reports, but of course we all found out anyway.
We heard it loud and clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Triple H was pretty much saying, "Now pack up your shit, get the fuck out."
His future was already kind of in jeopardy anyway, with the Wall Street Journal reporting with Vince McMahon being engaged in inappropriate behavior with several WWE employees, also with the mismanaging of multiples of millions of dollars. PW Inside reports that he was let go before further investigations brought down the optics of the company. That's got Stephanie McMahon all over that shit right there. So, not really much to say about that shit. John Laurinaitis is gone. It's about damn time.
2 down, 2 to go.
So we got
and both of
Kevin
those
Dunn's
are
still
Kevin
there.
Dunn's teeth.
Kevin Dunn is still there.
We still got Bruce Pritchard.
Oh, that's right. He is. What the fuck is he doing then?
I have no idea.
He's existing right now.
He's existing.
He's a placeholder.
They're all quiet though.
On the payroll at this
Like,
point.
Triple H could just have him just come out and do Brother Love again. For all we know.
Oh
I
wow.
hope not. Please don't.
Yo,
Please don't.
have him. Yo, if I was Triple H, just because just to fuck with all the people who were Vince's boys, I'd make him be Brother Love and chase after the 24/7 championship.
Yes.
Just to fuck with him. Oh God, I'm evil. All right. So
No argument there.
Johnny Boy is gone, and it looks like Triple H is cleaning house.
Mm-hmm.
And I am definitely happy to see that. Before we get into the other thing that he is doing, peeps, CM Punk came back the other night.
That was totally
That was
unexpected.
crazy.
And
was
it
such a
felt
brilliant
like
move.
it felt like the pop from the first time. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
When that happened, I pretty much instantly thought. I instantly thought Tony Khan saying, "Hey, Punk, we're gonna need you to come back. Shit's about to get real."
right?
But
So
he
with all
came
the-
out and he was like bouncing on his leg and stuff. I'm like, okay,
Right.
I see you.
It's only right that they go ahead and book the match for him and Mox at All Out. And I think that this is probably going to be AEW's match of the year.
Mm-hmm. I hope.
It's gonna be a bloodbath too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's definitely
yes.
going to be that. But it's not going to be just a bloodbath. I mean, those two can get in that ring, and if I may use some of Unk's terminology, those two tell a story better than anybody on that roster almost.
Facts.
And
Facts.
this is gonna be a hell of a match. I can't wait to see the build-up begin. We got enough time to go ahead and build it up coming toward All Out at the beginning of September. I just want to know from y'all, like, as far as prematurely picking a winner, who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with Punk.
I'm gonna say Punk, but only because his reign hasn't been long enough, and Mox is just the interim champ. You know what I'm saying? And Mox had his run already, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Punk.
Okay. I would say Punk too, because and I'll piggyback off what Lou said. Punk's reign has just started, so it got stunted because of the injury. So there is definitely more chapters to fill in on this story. So,
gotcha. KD, who you got? You're muted.
She was keeping her opinion secret. That's fine. We didn't want to hear it anyway.
That's why I made my choice. I do. It's Punk's title. It's his, so he's gonna take it back. You know, Mox knows that, and Mox is like Chris Jericho. You know, they like to rest for a while after having a long range. Well, actually, Jericho will go on tour with his band, but you know, they do a run and then they go away for a minute, then they come back and then they go away. You know, so it's time for Mox to take his break.
Like, give his forehead a break.
Right. What about you, Mr. Slim Jones, the conspiracy?
I actually think Mox kind of already took his break for his mental health and his issues that he was dealing with. So I think he already took his break. I'm thinking a third party getting involved. I'm saying MJF or maybe even Kenny Omega.
I would love for MJF.
So I think it's going to be some kind of a third party involvement.
Or Chris Jericho.
Or not Jericho. I think Jericho is the placeholder, just kind of build some ratings up. You know what I mean? And I think this whole thing about people using their old uniforms is for the release of that THQ game, like the Lionheart Chris Jericho or CM Punk coming out with his original theme music. I think that was just really for the game. I don't know. I think it's a third party gonna get involved. Hopefully it's MJF. Maybe it's Kenny.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about MJF when everybody is giving their opinion? Do y'all think that because we don't really know what's going on with MJF right now?
Mm-hmm.
And
not for sure, no.
Vince is gone. And Triple H is in charge. MJF might leave. Like, how do we feel about that? Because, like,
I mean, we knew from the get-go MJF has no qualms with leaving and going to other companies. We knew from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
But now that Vince is gone, it's a big possibility.
Do you think that's going to hurt AEW, though?
Yes.
Probably.
I do.
He's one of the pillars. Even though I don't agree with the pillars anymore, but he's one of the pillars.
To know that WWE now has, if MJF were to go, WWE would have Cody Rhodes and MJF. Those are two big blows over the other wall. Plus,
and
with Triple H now being in charge,
and I think Cody's like really in Hunter's ear too.
Oh yeah.
However, if MJF goes to the E, he has his work cut out for him because there's so many other guys who's making those promos like he does in that roster.
I feel more confident though that he would that Triple H would find a good story for him though. I wasn't confident under Vince. I felt like he would get buried. I said that. I felt like he'd get buried under the Miz and everybody else, but Hunter, and now like Lou said, Cody is, really good with creative. So with Cody and his influence and Hunter, they would know exactly what to do with MJF. And it would be a really big blow. Like They would have to bring in somebody major to AEW.
You know who it could be that they would put MJF up against in WWE, and it would be fire. And I think this person is super slept on. Pete Dunne. I'm not gonna call him.
Yes.
They put him up against Pete Dunne. Oh my god! Like the actual Pete Dunne, not whatever that shit.
Not
is.
what the thing
Pete
he
Dunne.
is now.
Yeah.
Not
I
Butch.
think Triple H. I think Triple H will separate him from Sheamus and the other guy.
Yeah,
they have to.
Pete Dunne made that NXT world title over in the UK. He made it just something that was completely unattainable.
Yeah.
If you put either of the mid-card titles on Pete Dunne, that would get so many people to care about that title because he would fight to the fucking death for it.
But he's an example.
Pete Dunne and Ciampa. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
See, people like Pete Dunne, Ciampa. Let's go Tyler Bate. Let's go Johnny Gargano. They are the classic recipe of taking a wrestler and their ability and creating a narrative, creating a story that everybody you bring is going to look good, whatever capacity, whether they win or lose, whether they are heel or face or whatever. If they do that, they go back to that formula, they're going to create gold and magic again.
Speaking of that, did anybody hear that rumor that the plan was for Ciampa not to win the belt from Bobby, but eventually he's gonna have a little confrontation with the Miz. Then Johnny comes back, and they're gonna reform DIY and have them run for the tag titles.
Ooh.
Wow.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Okay.
That would only work. Is if they go back to the
source. Who told you this?
Source.
Solid Monster, JD, all the wrestling podcasters came up with that rumor.
I think that would work if they go back to the Tommaso Ciampa who walked on his own and he wasn't, a stoolie to someone like the Miz. Which when that came up, that angered me so much. I'm like, that man has traveled. He has held titles and positions in other companies, and he's under this one. I'm sorry, nothing against the Miz, but dude, you're a one company star. You're a one company star.
But you're a C grade superstar, by the way. Let's put that on some. Let's make a sauce on that.
No, hold on, Miz.
Hold on, nothing. Oh no, not the Miz cape. Oh, here we go.
No,
it's not Miz cape. I'm just like he's above a C. I give
Miz has worked his ass off though. I'll give credit where credit's due. Miz has improved a lot over the years,
and he's helped put a lot of guys over too.
Like when him and Dolph Ziggler have been fighting for that IC title, that was actually a really good feud.
I call him the Mid.
Ooh.
The Mid.
Hey, and then muted himself. I said what I said.
And Mid and Mrs. TV show on USA. Mid and Mrs.
Damn, fam, really? I give Miz a little more credit in that though. I mean, he can sell, he can work. He's just. I think he does what he does. I mean, granted, he's a company man and kind of just does what he's told. But I mean, you can't really much ask for much more. And possibly in the last, I would say, 5 years, who made you give a fuck about the ICE title but him?
Yeah,
that's true.
Who else had the title though?
Cody, and Dolph made that IC title important.
Yeah. Like even when Seth Rollins had it, I didn't really care about it.
And when John Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, had it, it wasn't that. It was pretty meh.
But when the Miz had that shit, it's like okay, the division is about to get a little.
Yeah, you're right. I totally agree with that. It was just okay.
And what's weird about Miz? I know there's so much more to him that he can do, and I even thought about this. This was sometime last year. The one thing you never seen from the Miz is a darker side where he's not giving these loud promos and he's screaming into the microphone, but a quiet, chill, evil vibe where you'll listen to what he has to say because there's going to be some vitriol coming out of that. I could see him in a feud with then the Wyatt family, them messing with him. At every encounter, you see him get quieter and darker and brood more. And you start seeing more of a, I don't know, a Bray Wyatt of sorts coming out, because the man's skills on the mic are he can man, the man can talk.
But does that work with his gimmick though?
Exactly.
Are we gonna really buy this from the
like a
Miz?
gimmick
Like
change.
the guy from the Marine? Are we gonna really buy that? Like
that's a gimmick change. Would that
Yeah,
even
doof,
work for the
bro.
Miz?
But only if they do it
MTV
effectively.
doof.
Not only they do it effectively and not trying to turn it into some sort of marketing tool, because some of the most effective changes we've seen go from heel to face were ones where there wasn't a lot of fanfare, but you saw the progression.
I don't think he could do that as the Miz, because his whole thing is being this like superstar, you know, bigger than life, you know, brand name bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He can't really do that as a darker character. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You can't, and he gets money off them brands. You know what I'm saying? He don't be wearing Armani just to be wearing Armani.
Right.
Like they sponsor that. So
And
he's
Miz
not.
is like,
he can't do that.
He's like 20 years in. I mean, you can't, as Jay-Z said, you can't change a player's game in ninth inning.
I could see Logan Paul doing a dark character though.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him being very villainous. I think he could definitely be a villain.
I think he's gonna go far in this company.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very far.
Just in-ring talent alone is gonna push him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if only someone will humble his brother.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I just can't stand Jake Paul, man.
nobody
I
can.
only think Jake Paul can stand Jake Paul.
Right.
I hate myself.
Like, at least with Logan, he grew up a little. Like, he finally understand that he was being he started off as kind of a privileged asshole, but now he's starting to humble now. He's starting to be more humble.
No, he's a
I think
likable
he just
asshole.
needs to live a little more. That's all that is.
Mm-hmm. It's just youth not experiencing life the way it should be.
Mhm.
Yeah, they got rich at a young age. So yeah,
And very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was for doing stupid shit.
Mm-hmm. We won't. We will never forget
the Jackass guys. They got rich at a young age, but they stayed humble. They knew
But
what they were
wasn't
doing.
really young. Like
no, they were in their 30s. They were
Like
No,
mid
Knox-
30s.
No, Knoxville was in his 30s.
mid-20s.
Yeah, Knoxville was 30, but the others were way younger.
They were in their mid-20s, but you also got to remember they didn't start out. I'm sure the Pauls were privileged in some way beforehand. Like, I don't think most of the Jackass guys had the same type of privilege.
right. Yeah,
Right.
You know,
there's
and just because you white and privileged, there's still other privileges that the other white privileged people have.
yeah,
You know
there's
what I'm
definitely some
saying?
come up in that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
Yeah, there's a difference between being the white privilege where you keep toaster strudels in your refrigerator, and then there's the other white privilege where you keep caviar in the refrigerator.
Exactly.
I definitely keep the toaster strudels. You can keep the caviar. Let's go.
Oh yeah, black privilege over here, dog. I keep the strawberry. I keep the strawberry on me, cuz. I keep the
Right.
strawberry on me, cuz.
That's
I
my
mean,
man.
Chris
That's
Pontius before Jackass, he was started. Chris Pontius said he used to live in his car.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that MTV Crib special when they showed all the Jackass people's house, and Chris Pontius still had the car. Like, he was just doing an MTV. He was doing an MTV Crib special on his car.
All right, y'all. So topic of tonight's episode, or the theme, I should say, is who else? We have seen several superstars since Triple H's takeover come back. And just looking back at who has been released from WWE between 2020 and this year is about 139 people. Now, since then, some of those people have come back. Some of them are employed elsewhere. Some of them have even come back and been released again. Samoa Joe. And some of them still remain unemployed because you haven't seen them anywhere else. Now, with this past SummerSlam, we saw the return of Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. After that, we saw the return. I think it was Karrion Kross who was next.
Mhm.
And Scarlett.
Then we saw Scarlett return with him. We even saw the return of Dexter Lumis during a Monday Night Raw.
And the rest.
Most recently, we have Hit Row. That's made a comeback.
Minus Swerve.
Yes. Now they call themselves the OG3. That's fine. That's cool.
He'll be back.
You think?
Honestly, I feel like he will. I think that he is probably so pissed off right now that he is in AEW and his people are back in WWE getting to do what they were supposed to do in the first place. I think he's pissed.
I was
Because
thinking the same
I'm
thing.
sorry, I don't like the
Lose
Swerve
those titles.
Keith Lee
I think
thing.
Swerve is gone.
I don't like this Swerve Keith Lee thing. I'm sorry, and I want to love it because I love Keith Lee and I like Swerve, but I don't like them together. What is Swerve in Our Glory? What is that?
It's an amalgamation of
No.
Swerve's House
No.
and Bask in Our Glory.
He's like, don't try to explain it. Don't try to explain
That's
it.
him though.
No.
Like,
But I
I'm-
will say
I'm-
it is getting boring really quickly. The two
It is
I'm
very.
it is
I'm
getting
with you.
boring
That's
quickly.
sad, but it's
Yes.
true. Damn,
I'm
that's
with
sad.
you.
I don't care anything about it. I literally walked away, and that was my drink break. I hate to say that because I love
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
Let me find out. We're waiting for them to break up faster than the Street Profits.
However, if I was Tony Khan, I would do everything in my power to keep Swerve happy. Because if he
Yeah.
go,
If I had to keep one of the two happy, I'm keeping Keith happy. To be honest with you, I'm sorry. I'm keeping Keith happy. That's just how Knicks feels.
Mhm.
yeah,
People are gonna
Wh-
love
why-
Keith regardless though. Like he's gonna
Why
have
him over?
Why Keith Lee over Swerve?
Yeah.
Because Keith Lee is one of these big guys who's not just a big guy. I look at people like Almost, and I look at people who are just these giants. And the giant is a staple in wrestling. We can agree with that. But then you have all these other big men who not only are just big and strong, but they can move like a fucking cruiserweight. It's like the reassurgence of the big men in these Bam Bam Bigelow like ways of moving in the ring, where they can move like cats, but yet they're large. I mean, I watched back today in Takeover when it was Keith Lee and Dijakovic for the North American title, and that match, of course, because Mauro Ranallo was calling it, and that hyped you up even more. But that match was fucking phenomenal. And that was two guys who were huge,
Mhm.
moving, shaking, tearing it up. So if I look at the two, who is more of a commodity that I can get more out of? I probably can get more out of Keith Lee. Because I can even enjoy a Keith Lee promo more than I can enjoy Swerve. Man, I know what Swerve's going to say. He's going to do his street thing, talk about his album, do that, Swerve's house, whatever. But Keith can probably bring me some passion. And I can see Keith more as a single star than Swerve, to be honest with you.
honestly, I see Swerve. Well, this version of Swerve, at least, I see him better as a heel character.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But if he's with Hit Row, they're baby faces.
Yeah, he's with Keith and he's the ultimate baby face. So they will have to break up,
Yeah, I need them to lose the title and Swerve turn on Keith.
Yeah.
And also, since you took the add to your big guy analogy, they should really do more things with Luchasaurus. Like
because Lucha can move too. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
facts.
yeah, he could be AEW's answer to Kane if they use him correctly.
Ooh.
We kind of got a glimpse of that with him and Christian. He was all dark and just, Christian would whisper something, he'd go in there, wreck whoever, and leave, and not boo. But,
No, sir. We're not doing that. No.
but we saw that, and I was enjoying the dark dinosaur because I love them with Jungle Boy, on his shoulders, and it was really cute. But now, Jungle Boy can't go back to being that after Christian has talked so much shit about his dad being dead. Like he can't go back to, the Christian is a
Mhm.
pussy. That's what he needs to be. That all the time. Like the T-shirt he had on. That's who Jungle Boy is now. Like,
And
and by the
in
way,
fact,
the women are going crazy over this darker.
yeah,
Like what the
it's
women
edgier,
some
dude.
panties thrown in that ring. Just watch.
Wow.
These white women are loving him being a little bit because as Jungle Boy, that's how we looked at him. Like I looked at Jungle Boy like Donovan's buddy, but this one I'm like, Jungle Boy is beautiful.
You know what's funny is when she said that.
Now. Like
I'm picturing how they used to when they greet the Japanese wrestlers when they come in, they throw the
The flowers.
no,
the streamers.
yeah, the streamers in there. So replace the streamers with all
With
this underwear.
Wow.
We just stand there and it's like just Jungle Boy. Ah!
we saw that at a show. Well, who was it? Ray, we went to, it was a WWE show and somebody threw their panties in the ring. Who's in the ring?
I think that was the house show we went to in Hampton.
It was
the
the house.
That was Roman.
It wasn't Roman. It was the guy that he was British and he danced. He reminded me of Russell Brand. Like, you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean
Gallagher?
No, it was
yeah.
oh.
He had like it was him.
Was it Rose? Was his last name Rose?
Adam Rose.
Adam
Adam
Rose.
Rose. Adam
the
Rose.
party guy.
Oh.
Do you want the
Ballsy
party?
guy. And he came like he was dancing around the ring with the randoms, and then he got in and like panties were flying in the ring, and like he grabbed the mic and he was like, "Come on, guys, there are children here." And the refs had to like put on gloves and go get the panties out of the ring.
Man, you better get them
It was more than
radioactive
one pair,
suits
too.
on. Come on, ref, get the radioactive suits on.
I apologize on behalf of City Norfolk. Please don't
Oh
shut us
no,
down.
them G strings was
It
glowing.
little,
Okay,
too. He was like, "Who threw their underpants?"
why are they glowing? Why are those thongs glowing, ma'am?
I hit it with a black light.
You need to go see our medical officials behind the curtain.
But of all these names here, I mean, if I look at just last year, of the 80 that were just last year, this is 80 who were last year. Lars Sullivan, Big Show is with AEW. Andrade's with AEW. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce are in Impact. Kalisto, he's also with
Also, Peyton Royce is expecting a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, so Peyton
Mickey
Royce
James.
is off. She is not on the table right now.
So, Sean Spears is about to be a dad. Like he was jumping around on social media.
Oh yeah, the baby's gonna be born in 10.
Nice.
Oh my god! If that baby had a 10 as their birthday, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. They would have to name it 10.
Yeah.
They would
That'd
have
be dope.
Like Peyton Royce uploaded this video on TikTok, and it just shows her giving Sean Spears a birthday gift, and he was just like, he had 2 chocolate candies on top of it. He just put the candy in his pocket, opened up the box, and he saw the picture, and it just picked her up and hugged her.
That's so sweet.
Funny.
It was very sweet.
Oh, and it was a nice kitchen too, wasn't it? Oh,
It was a very
nice.
nice kitchen.
Clean.
It was
kitchen.
a nice, big.
It was a
refrigerator.
perfect 10.
All white.
Oh wow!
Feel.
Mickey James and both Chelsea Green are in TNA as well. Bo Dallas still unemployed as well.
Chelsea
as
Green's
Joe
also
Bromley.
in NWA.
Okay, yeah.
Bo
Justin
Dallas
Lin-
might come back because
I would love to see.
he's going out with
who's
Liv.
one on the list. Like
Is
as
he?
I'm naming these, who y'all see, like Bo Dallas, I would love to see come back. Bo Dallas actually was good.
He was good.
I mean, we got a Wyndham in there. I mean, come on, you throw the Wyndhams in there. Let's go. The
But
Wyndhams and the Rotundas.
I feel like if Wyndham comes
Just-
back, Bo
and
comes
just
back, that just makes
There you go.
sense.
And just
And
call
then
have
he's
him
going
come,
out with Liv, like I said.
And then-
So I think
have Bo come out as his original gimmick in NXT before he went up to the main roster. Not the old Bo leave, just the insincere jackass. That he's very nice, but you know it's not sincere. I miss that version of Bo Dallas in NXT.
They would have to make sure they write it right because you'll be introducing him to a new generation and new viewers. If they are not familiar with the film, the history of NXT back then with Bo and of course with Adrian Neville, note the big ass air quotes, Adrian Neville, then you won't understand everything.
I don't see anyone else. Fandango and Tyler Breeze were also released last year, as well as
Bring back Tyler.
Braun Strowman. Now, Strowman, I do see them hiring back, even though I wouldn't want them to hire him back. I do see them hiring him back.
He's with EC. What is his name?
Control your
EC3.
narrative. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see them also hiring him back.
but he has his own promotion. It's a weird promotion, but that's who they're with. They're together. It's EC3, Braun Strowman, and who was that other?
It was Karrion Kross too.
It was Karrion Kross. Yep.
The Karrion's
But
back.
they have weird rules in that promotion.
Yeah. But one thing, two wrestlers that I know are coming back. You don't even have to just speculate. You know they're coming back. It's either Bray Wyatt or Johnny Gargano.
I was gonna say Johnny and Candice are gonna come back.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Another person. Now, again, this list may comprise of people we're naming. As far as those listening to podcasts, by the way, thanks for all listeners. This is going to comprise of people who we think are going to come back, and for me, also people who I know might come back, even though we don't want to. Like, for example, Nia Jax.
I don't think she's coming back, but she might just because of her family. But I don't think she will.
No, I don't think anyone wants Nia. I think she should go back to modeling.
Well, her
I mean, I did.
that's for sure.
I do follow her a little bit. She says she is trying to lose a lot of that weight.
You follow her on OnlyFans, okay? What were you saying?
Oh God,
Hush.
No, like her Instagram.
Send me a login.
No.
Does she really have an OnlyFans?
No,
I don't know.
Oh,
I will say this. No.
Red Velvet does though.
she does.
So does
That's
Tony
not lying.
Storm.
She does have one.
So does Tony Storm.
So does Jay Cargill.
Hold up, what? Who?
Oh, what?
Jay got one.
Ty Conti is contemplating opening up
No,
one.
don't fast forward past that. You said Jay had one, right?
Jay
Yeah, I
does not
think so.
have one. Jay does not have one. I cannot see her
Who is
doing
my
that.
friend?
Oh, you disappointed?
Sweetie, there are a lot of people who got OnlyFans you didn't even think would have OnlyFans. Even in real life, there are people that I know that got
Who is my
OnlyFans.
friend?
I'm like,
Hold on.
yo, are you serious? My son has an OnlyFans. Scared the shit out of me.
But OnlyFans doesn't mean that you're naked on there.
No.
That is
'Cause
true.
I
However,
I literally follow a few people that have just like a photography, like they're teaching you how to do classes and stuff. It's just like a Patreon.
there's like Zelina. She has a OnlyFans, but it's all cosplay and photography there. So yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just googled and she doesn't. So we'll move
Shoot,
on.
and I think comedian Andrew Schultz opened one up just to be funny.
Another
Oh my
two people
God.
who I think I would love to see come back. Oni Lorcan and his tag partner. What was his name?
Danny Burch.
Yes, I would love to see them come back.
Well, right now,
I agree with that.
Oni is happy being on the Independents because he's part of DPW, and 2 other promotions. So if he comes back, they have to make sure they do him right. Because him and Danny Burch, I felt they were so underutilized because them two could go.
Agreed.
Right.
They could
Those two
go.
could
They
go.
were amazing.
Definitely were.
Yeah. One of their best matches was in that War Games match when they was with Pat McAfee and Pete Dunne.
Yes. That was so good.
You have some that had that chemistry that was so wasted because they were trying to look at the dollar or the bottom line. You focus on sports entertainment all you like, but you got more pro wrestling fans coming to see. They want to see something other than people talking an hour on a microphone. I could do that my damn self. I already do it now.
I would love to see Sanity. When was it Sanity? When Nikki was in NXT.
Yeah.
Nikki
Oh
Cross.
yes.
Yes.
They would be a good response to the hit makers or hit row, whatever they're called.
Yes.
I mean,
Because
Also,
that would be a good answer for
That
them.
would be
And
good.
bring back
Nikki-
Eric
I don't like
Young.
this. I don't like what's her face.
yeah, the
Nikki
little
Ash.
superhero Nikki, when she
I
was
don't like
with
that
them,
girl.
she was fucking terrifying.
She
Like
was
they were
crazy.
already scary, but
Mhm.
then
That
they were
match-
like, "No, you ain't seen nothing yet."
That match with her and Asuka.
Oof.
Shit.
Oh my
So
god.
good.
Whoa.
I would love to see that faction come back
And
because
you-
they were amazing, and she was
Mhm.
on
She's
her.
so good.
Yeah.
What is? I don't even pay attention to her now.
No,
like-
because she's a joke.
She has
What is
become a
that?
Vince McMahon afterthought.
Yeah.
If you gotta have her do a superhero gimmick, at least have her share one segment with the Hurricane. They missed so many opportunities to do that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But once again,
And I
Because
went
Gregory Helms works there. Gregory, like you could at least say, "Hey, Gregory, we need you to put the Hurricane suit back on just for this one segment."
and when Alexa was scary Alexa, they missed the opportunity because they were partners anyway. Her and Nikki were partners to let Nikki go back to what she used to be.
Yep.
And then
Mhm.
everybody would have been behind it.
mhm.
They
I
would
thought
have been
that's what they
behind
were gonna
Scary
do.
Alexa then.
I thought they were gonna do that
Because
it
they
just
were
made
partners.
sense.
I'm like, y'all, that's a
It
missed
made sense.
opportunity.
Yeah, it made sense.
Yeah.
Would you guys want to see Tegan Knox come back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Tegan.
I felt like she was one of those, even though she was in injury prone,
Yeah.
she has the chops to perform, and she showed it before her injuries. I could see her coming in there.
and you see Triple every time you see her with Triple H acting like her father. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
So Tegan's coming back.
What about they were called, I think they're called AOP, Akam and Rezar.
Oh,
Two
Authors
big
of Pain.
Samoan, yeah, Authors of Pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They
they're
were
not.
They didn't do
Samoan.
much.
They're
They
not
came
coming
up to
back.
the main They came to the main roster and they did nothing with them.
Can we?
Yes.
That's true.
Can we agree that coming to the main roster for anyone from NXT was a death sentence?
It's a death
Sure
sentence.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
anytime you
Yeah.
saw, like, you can just name the list of every superstar who was in NXT and thrive. I mean, putting on high caliber matches all the time, and then they said put you on the main roster, and people going, "Fuck."
And I
All
feel
right.
y'all, and I feel y'all pain, but you gotta remember we're under a new regime now.
Right
Also,
now,
somewhere down the line, they're not coming back like anytime soon, but somewhere down the line, we're gonna get the Undisputed Era back on WWE television.
Really?
I think we're gonna get it.
So you think Cole would go back?
I
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, with
Mhm.
Triple H in charge, it's a huge possibility somewhere down the line. Not anytime soon, but we might see the Undisputed Era back on WWE television.
right
Maybe.
now, if they decide to bring these others back into Exodus, have a plan in place before you bring them back. Don't bring them back just to fill in gaps.
Right.
Please don't do that, because then you're going to have the same complaints that they've always had about being underutilized. One of the things that drew people to AEW is that you were bringing in new faces and you were giving them a purpose. Unfortunately, they're slacking because they're going to the big names once again, and they're not paying attention to the indie wrestlers who come in and want to make a name for themselves. So,
Like Lee Moriarty.
oh yeah, man, Lee is legendary on the circuit. And he comes in, and now he's gonna be part of a faction. You don't even know what the hell they're gonna do with him.
I mean, they got Ethan Page too, so it has potential. Ethan's a solid worker.
I would agree with Cole going back to WWE only if we finish out 2022 and him not having a single title run whatsoever. I mean, whether it's the trios, whether it's the tag, or any singles title. If you don't put any sort of title on him before the end of this year, then yeah, I could see Cole going back. Him and Red Dragon.
Because it already makes no sense to have two elite teams. You got the Undisputed Elite, and then eventually we're going to have Kenny coming back, and we're going to have the Elite again. So it makes you're basically NWO Wolfpack 2.0.
Right, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
The most recent release, or I should say just resign from WWE as far as talent goes was Paige. It was rumored that Paige was actually healthy enough to actually still wrestle.
Wow.
And whether it be wrestling or in some sort of valet role, would you like to see Paige come back to WWE?
As a manager.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
As
Because I'm scared. I'm scared that she's gonna hurt herself again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like she's not at her. She doesn't have as much muscle as someone like Bryan Danielson,
Mm-hmm.
so she can easily break again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did I go away?
But that's just a list of people. I mean, there are several others, lesser known talent. You got Kona Reeves from NXT. I think Bronson Reed. I think he's in Impact now.
Yeah, he's just Jonah, and he's also in New Japan.
But we can all agree that the number one comeback we're all looking for is Mr. Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
I got one that I would, and I know if y'all come at me, I don't care, but I'm gonna say this.
You know I'm gonna come at you anyway.
God.
Go ahead.
Well,
I would love to see Velveteen Dream come back.
Yeah, because he's clear of all the charges.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
He's
Is he
gone.
clear?
He's gone
Yeah, he's
now.
clear.
He's gone now. He's gone now. What were you saying? Go ahead.
Did you kick him
he's
out?
He's cleared of all the charges.
Look at his face.
But you know what? I don't think that they
we
can
was
bring
gonna be
him back,
civil.
though.
We was gonna be civil, sir. Okay, I got a gun.
Explain yourself.
Nah, I got your back, Navy. I got your back. Like, yeah, he's been cleared of all the charges. Like, he is no proof that he did what he did. So they had nothing to hold. They had nothing on him, so he can come back.
See, the problem with that was that when it came out, the whole Me Too was, to me, overdone.
Mhm.
There were people who deserved the attention that didn't get it, and those who didn't need it because they heard a word, and then their shit got ruined. Now, there was no true investigation done on him before they decided just to kick him out. This boy busted his ass to get to where he had. And it only took the court of public opinion to oust him out. So, but
it was involving kids.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part that is where they're like,
and then for me, then they should have handled it quieter. They didn't.
No.
They
Because
made
it
a
was so
fanfare
public.
about it. And when you
Yeah.
put that information out without investigating it, you're already cutting them off at the knees. And that was the problem I had. Now, mind you, if that happened, cool. But the WWE had a tendency to just put it out there loud as hell before they actually do any action. You just remove somebody. Now you've created rumor. You've created speculation.
Well, you got to think about this also. I mean, you got to think about who he was, where he was, and even more than that, what he was. We had a guy who was not really proven yet in the brand itself as WWE. He was pretty new. They hadn't invested a lot of time or even money into him, even title reigns. And I mean, let's just face it. The fact that he was a young black kid has something to do with it as well, too.
Absolutely.
And that sucks because when he came out, he commanded.
Mhm.
As soon as you heard that music, he commanded. He created a persona and he got in that ring and he worked.
He was Prince.
Basically,
He was wrestling Prince.
He was wrestling Prince. That's right.
He was basically Prince mixed with the Macho Man.
Now, here's the thing, but here's the question: if you're Velveteen Dream, would you go?
Do you go back? Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, after what was done to me and how, like Static said, he was cleared of all charges, but there was a proper investigation. Flip that in reverse. If they had done the investigation before they put the word out, then they would have found out that there was no grounds to it, and it would have kept on going. So I wouldn't go back to the company that they really didn't give me a chance, and you just put my name out there like that.
And there'd be a stigma attached to him.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look at the population that WWE caters to, and a lot of it is redneck. A large percentage of the WWE universe is redneck white people, and
That's pro
already
wrestling.
androgynous,
That's pro
black
wrestling in
guy.
general.
Huh? Okay,
That's
well,
true.
America anyway. Yeah, but it's the stigma that's attached to it.
You know what? What if he went to AEW and teamed up? Oh, this would be too much. I don't think they could do this one. Teamed up with Sonny Kiss.
Oh shit!
Oh,
That would be
Yo!
a crazy.
Oh, I'd be on board for that.
Crazy Yo, it would be crazy, but they would not like that shit.
No,
But that would be a great ass.
I would
tag
be
team.
on board for
it would
that.
be an amazing text.
Because straight up, Sonny Kiss is accepted as a performer for who they are. So you bring in Michael Clark, aka whatever name, Dream, I don't know, Rainbow Sprinkles, whatever the hell they want to call him, and they bring him in and let him perform and let him work, get on the microphone and everything. They will create another treasure. So I'm on board for that. Let's go.
That would be wild. I'm here for it. I think that's going. Oof.
Gonna remove me from the doggone. What the ham sandwich is wrong with you?
Still do it.
The Barnes and Noble wrong with people. See, okay,
it's a noble.
okay, I got you, sir.
I had the power to future endeavor you.
Hmm.
Now here's another one. Now don't kick me out of my own chat, but would y'all possibly be okay with a third run of Eva Marie?
No.
Hell no.
Oh my
Go
god!
away. Why are you
I wasn't
doing
all right
that?
with the first run.
Hi.
If I had a
Put it out
button
there.
right
I'm
now,
putting it
I
out
would
there.
push you
I'm
out of
putting it out
here.
there.
And
I'd rather see
he's
Summer
clearly
Rain
John
come back.
Laurinaitis' favorite.
Wait a minute, you booted me because I said Velveteen Dream, but you gonna bring?
I'm not
that-
saying I want it.
Yo,
I don't want it. I'm just saying.
No, I even mentioned it, but you bring her up. It's like
Like,
okay,
she's clearly a John Laurinaitis pick because that's the only reason she got on Total Divas in the first place because John Laurinaitis thought she looked good in the magazine.
Oh wow! I did not know that.
That's
He
how.
looked
That's
like
how
his,
most
he
of the
looked like his
divas back in.
stepdaughters.
That's how most of the divas in the early 2000s, the divas era. That's how most of them got a job in WWE. Like John Laurinaitis thought they looked good in a magazine or a bikini picture, and all of a sudden they got a job.
Wow.
He wanted them to look like
That's how
his
Kelly Kelly got a job.
because you know she can't wrestle.
Not at all.
No, not a lick. Now I will say this about
She still look good though. She do.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So do most problems. They look good.
Wow.
Problem. Oh my god.
Wow.
Sorry, it's called like
I
I said.
mean,
Just
I mean, that's how Eve Torres got the job, but at least she tried to improve herself.
she did.
Wow.
Now she's a bona fide martial artist now.
Oh yeah,
Nah.
she's married to the Gracies.
Now, if I say this about the NIL program real quick, it's okay. Just do us a favor. Don't focus strictly on collegiate athletes and trying to turn them into something because
I think
superstars.
that's the whole point of NIL though.
But see, the problem is there's too much time involved, and you already know if they don't have that mindset already, you're wasting money on someone who thinks it's a dream but realize how much work it is, and then they don't want to do it.
Like Triple H is he's already gone on record. I forget which. I don't know if it was a conference call or whatever, but he's already gone on record and saying that he's gonna start going back out to watch these guys on the indie circuits and try to bring in more talent from the indies. But the NIL that is strictly to groom and bring in college athletes.
Well,
yeah, you bring them in, then you have them work with the indie guys, and they can become good performers.
Yeah, I mean, you also do that, and not only
that was the biggest reason.
Go to these minor league football tryouts and things like that. Like a lot of great wrestlers came from football. I mean, look at, as much as I don't really like the guy too much. I mean, Baron Corbin is amazing in that ring, and he's a former NFL player.
Goldberg, Brock Lesnar,
player. Roman Reigns is a former NFL player.
The Rock.
Yeah.
The Miami Hurricanes, yeah.
Rock, I don't think he went to the NFL, but he definitely played for Miami. He played for the youth. That was good enough. But yeah, a lot of football guys are incredible wrestlers.
I don't know.
I think wasn't Braun Breaker in a football team?
Probably. He's built. He's built like a.
He built like his daddy and his uncle.
He built like a strong safety.
But his favorite wrestler is Goldberg. How messed up is that? You're a Steiner,
Dang.
but your favorite wrestler is Goldberg.
Oh shit! That's
Yeah.
Your favorite wrestler is Goldberg.
Yeah.
And your daddy is Rick Steiner.
Your dad and uncle. Your dad and uncle are the Steiner brothers, but your favorite wrestler is Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Oh,
That's
shit.
messed up.
That's horrible.
That not only is that messed up, you can tell that Thanksgiving is interesting.
Yeah.
Let's talk politics. I don't want to talk about wrestling. Let's talk politics. What? Oh,
That is insane. Oh man. Well, that's the pod for tonight, y'all. Hopefully everyone who listens to this or everyone who has listened has had a great time listening to the six of us who have finally come together for the pod. Hopefully we can do this again if schedules will allow. John Laurinaitis has been fired. CM Punk is back. And we have several people who were once let go from WWE on their way back and who have come back. And it's only getting more and more exciting for WWE live programming. Final thoughts. I will start with maybe Montel.
I like the direction that they're going. I just hope that they take care of those who they bring back, so that way their minds can change. Because right now there is paranoia after what happened with them for the past couple years. So please take care of them when you bring them in.
Absolutely. Static Jones, baby.
Well, all I got to say is Tony Khan, shit's about to get real, so you better buckle up.
Ain't that the truth? Lou.
I'm pulling for Velveteen Dream and Sunny Kiss. I put that into the universe, and I'm a run with that one.
Right.
Hashtag lose pick. Hashtag lose pick. There we go.
Hashtag lose pick, yeah.
Hashtag lose pick.
You gotta claim that. Like, Church, you gotta claim that shit.
I claim
You gotta claim it.
we said it here first.
She gonna manifest it.
Mhm.
Slim Jones, if you still with us.
Tony Khan ain't worried about WWE. That's his best bet to continue to do what he does best and make product for wrestling fans. And WWE, they'll implode as they always do. Thank you.
Ooh.
We can have wrong opinions. We can definitely have wrong
Right,
opinions.
It's not a competition. It's a marathon.
Wow.
Aren't marathons competitions though?
Hey, you're in a competition against the clock, not the other people in the race.
My wife, KD, final thoughts.
I didn't get a chance to say this earlier, but y'all know I'm not the biggest Ronda Rousey fan. But I have to say, Ronda cut up this week. Like, she came out and she, poured the money up there, and she was ready to, break everybody's arm. And she even popped shit to Shayna. Like, okay, Ronda, if you're gonna be the baddest then, all the way. Not just at main events. Like, I like what Triple H is doing with her. If he keeps it up, let her and Shayna get together and kill everybody. Take all the arms. And make WWE armless wrestling. Like, let them take everybody's arms.
Take off the E, just call them WW. There you go. Ronda made sure of that.
That is funny.
That's what I believe the girl for the JAS is. I think she's like a Ronda Rousey shot. Like, she's like, I'll choke you.
That probably is. Anna
Oh, you mean Anna
J.
J.
Anna J. is the answer to Ronda Rousey. Ain't that some shit? Okay. On behalf of myself, Static Jones, Nevi Montel, Lucia, Slim Jones, and the wonderful KD, this has been the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast. We will bid you adieu. And until next time, goodbye and good night.